Oh, hi there. Didn't see you there.
Hello.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Now a week off. We're back, ready and raring, rested.
The break was needed.
Yeah.
Ready for the second part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full of mystery and, adventure and
Adventure.
dragons? Question
The
mark?
dragons.
Who knows?
Question mark.
Sled dogs. Don't forget the sled dogs.
And
There will definitely be sled
doggies.
dogs.
Also, 2 magic balls of power and danger that we have for some reason, just in our backpack.
Just here,
Maybe Bjorn will have figured something out from the library. when
Yeah,
we get back to
maybe
it.
he was useful for something.
Couldn't just someone of us put the orb stones like Pokeballs on their belt? Like we're walking
That sounds
around like
safe.
some weird Pokemon trainers and with orb stones? But there's no monsters in them, so
But then everyone knows you have orbs on your belt. Is that
Well,
good?
there are no monsters in them, but there's a lot of magic in them. So,
Yeah.
isn't it basically the same?
and then we're
Well,
just
guys, we learned one new thing about the orb stones. They don't have monsters in them.
Aha!
It was a trick. A trap.
But hello, chat. Good to see you.
Hello, chat.
Hey, chat.
Hope everyone is doing okay.
It's just joining. See what people are saying.
Oh, hello, Cher.
Okay. Yeah, back again after 2 weeks. Well, after a break for 1 week. When I actually assembled the group, I said, yeah, after the first part, I don't know how long it will take. We will have like a month-long break or something. And that was a short month.
Right?
Then again, time is relative,
Yeah.
Time is a construct.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I also didn't forget that we will basically run through the first part in 5 weeks, so that was quite quick.
We were
Speedrunners.
efficient.
Yeah.
We're just
What
such
can we say? We're
professionals.
efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you actually speedrun D&D?
Speedrun any percentage. And
I feel like any murder hobo campaign is a speedrun for the most part.
Hey guys, we just speedran Curse of Strahd. We just went up to his castle and solved everything. That's what we did.
Yeah, talked it out with him, yeah, sure.
Is it a speedrun if you TPK in the first session? I mean,
I was
Well,
going to say that's
actually-
the only way you could with
Technically.
Strahd.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I just
But
used the wish
hopefully
stone, wish the
Strahd
game was
isn't
over.
in this one.
He rides the dragon.
Ah.
We
No,
are
the dragon rides him.
Oh. The dragon is just hanging on to this little bat.
What have we said about giving them ideas during the game? No.
I'm just going to not. No.
Maybe this is a good sign that we might slowly want to get into the session before we get deeper into these.
Before we give Carol
Exactly.
too many ideas.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is there a German translation for murder hobos?
I mean, we could come up with the literal translation, but
There is no,
No.
we don't have a word for that,
No.
actually.
I guess it'd be like the same
German
as like
doesn't have a
serial
word
killer.
for something. Oh no!
That's
We
the
don't
first.
have words for a lot of things.
well, but German
no,
has
German.
it has these beautiful words like
We have a lot of words,
wanderlust
though.
and Heimweh and stuff like that.
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, yeah.
Zeitgeist.
Kinder-
Wanderlust
It's an important
and-
one.
Kindergarten. That's
Genau. Genau is the best
Autobahn.
word.
oh,
My
but-
very base understanding of German is working for me well here.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of nice German words, but there are some words in German that are just dialect-based that are really beautiful. And no one
German is
understands
very-
it.
It's just very specific, so sometimes it's hard to translate because it's exactly the thing, like the very
Yeah.
specific thing, and it It works so well.
Mhm.
I know. And then there's English that is just like, we kind of make sense. The words kind of make sense. They could mean
we
like
take the
5 different things.
substantive, Then you make it a verb. You know, same
It's like
thing.
sometimes why, only sometimes why. Like, yeah.
Anyway, do we have a recap for everyone who is joining
wait,
us?
wait. We have recap. Marcus is doing this. Are there any new announcements to make before we're starting in this? Like getting all this over. I hear Jenna has another charity stream going on.
Right.
She does. She's a masochist. We're not going to be in the habit of doing this every 2 weeks, but this one is for International Women's Day, which I did not get to decide the date. But Sunday the 7th, which is the day before International Women's Day, Ladies of D&D, which I'm in the chat as Ladies of D&D right now, is going to be hosting a double feature charity stream. So I'm going to be DMing one game that's Rainbow Mermaids, and Allie is going to be DMing another game that's Tea House Mysteries. And it is going to benefit End the Backlog, which is a nonprofit that does a lot of things, but one of the major things they do is advocate for and sometimes fund rape kit testing in states that don't seem to care about testing rape kits. So it's kind of a big deal and it's an important thing. So we're going to be going to be streaming. Actually, we are going to be, the first game is 1 p.m. Eastern time, so about an hour from, the conversion from Eastern time to my time zone, but it's around now. So European time zone people could come watch me play if you want. And then the next one is 7 p.m. Eastern. So that is probably a little late for you guys, but if you're in the Americas, you could totally come stop by, and that's still reasonable.
Really cool that you're doing that, and so soon after the last one, and really cool.
Yeah, I'll try to be there this time if my calendar reminds me for once.
Google Calendar.
Oh, and for everybody who did stop by last time, huge thank you. And for the people that donated, we actually got, our goal was $500 and we raised over 1,000 for Black Girls Code.
Yay!
So that was really cool.
Congrats.
And we definitely could not have done it without everybody. So
that's awesome.
Go team.
Great job.
It's always amazing what the community can do. So.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So another thing, tomorrow we are playing again the German group with the Tales campaign. We are just started with season 3, so tomorrow we are continuing with this. Other than that, this month we are having 2 specials up on our stream, both at the end of the month. One at the 19th. This is Friday at 8 p.m, so around this time. And it will be a talk hosted by Tahina and Gay. Both are very, very good friends of our channel and the team and everyone. So they have a guest with them. And they are talking about progressive world building, but it's in German, so. But these talks are always really nice to watch, and you can learn a lot. And for those who don't speaking German, this is a great opportunity to learn the language. Same goes for the week after that, at the 26th. We're having Pete as our DM for a one-shot on this channel. Pete is a great actor in the German D&D community, or pen and paper community in general. He does a lot of podcasts, and he has a YouTube channel where he gives a lot of good tips and information and all that kind of stuff. He's a good friend of mine and he's great. And if luck is with us, he can host. If not, luck is with him, and his wife finally got their child. So, so that's all. Like, yeah, we will see. But I'm totally happy to have this. Also, as I'm starting planning this already, in 3 months, we know there's Women in Gaming Month again in June. So this is a big shout out to all the women out there. If you're interested in playing with us in this month, we are having some things up. Just write us on either Twitter, or you can write us here on Twitch, or directly on our Discord. You find the link to the Discord under the video. And just give a shout out like, here, I want to play, and we will see if we can bring you into the shows.
Nice.
So
A lot of nice and interesting stuff going on.
Ooh, right? Lots of announcements. It's like we've
Yep.
been gone for a week.
Yeah.
And before I forget it, today the music that is played by is made by Adrian von Ziegler, Arcane Anthems, Andy Ray, and our intro song is by Mike Music, and drawings for the intro are made by Serial. Thanks, Serial.
You're welcome.
So, and I guess that's everything.
Are you sure?
I don't know, I feel like a radio moderator.
Well, it definitely sounded like it was at least most of it. So, how about
Oh
we...
shit.
Oh,
Oh shit. Suddenly
no.
Zoom gave some information that I don't like, and I don't know why. And probably I have an idea why it is like this.
Ah,
Oh,
I see this
I see it.
information. I see the information.
I
That's
also see
terrifying.
that is not a good
It
information at
could
all.
be that we're getting kicked out in a few minutes because
That's great.
because someone forgot to pay the Zoom account.
when we...
We're professionals
Whoops.
here, alright?
Yeah, totally
Okay.
professional. I didn't have anything up that I needed to remember. Oh.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Just,
At least
we were
this
doing
time...
so good.
At least this time we know why something is happening.
Yeah.
We had no technical mistakes, like no technical problems. We were doing okay.
Yeah, I'm totally okay.
You know.
Let's
Come for the RPG, stay for the randomness.
Exactly.
You know, what can happen next?
Maybe we should put the countdown timer in the overlay now, so that the chat can also see like what
No,
race
it's-
against
it's
time we're
fine.
running.
There we go.
Yeah, it's fine.
It said it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a pup that
It's
said everything's fine
updated.
now.
Ah,
Yeah.
we beat
just
the
wanted to scare
countdown
you.
timer. Oh, so much excitement already. We didn't even start yet.
Yeah.
I know.
Talking about
That
that.
was like horrible. Like,
First
like,
evil was defeated already. Very good.
Shall we then?
Evil timeout.
Shall we then get over to the intro before Zoom changes its mind?
Yeah.
oh yeah, please. Also, this is your last chance to get something to drink if you haven't gotten anything.
Mm-hmm.
So start the intro.
Time for the intro jingle. Good news, everyone. Zoom did not kick us out. We're back.
We're still here. You're stuck with us.
Woohoo!
Okay, maybe bad news.
Oh, come on, Jenna.
Yeah.
So, what happened last time?
I don't know.
Ooh, but who
I
could
think
know?
Marcus knows.
Ooh, you're sure?
Hemlock,
Ah,
can you let us know?
well, I do have a bit of a vague recollection of what happened last time. When last we met our brave, beautiful, and badass heroes, we successfully made it out of the frozen labyrinth. After overcoming Skeleton Asog and Skeleton Paladin, we made it back out. We overcame some traps that we fell for the first time. We got out, enjoyed, had a brief celebration, had a good night's rest, and then headed back to Northwind Gate. However, our journey was not supposed to go by uneventful, as we were attacked by an invisible attacker, a strange, deadly breeze of air that was trying to kill us, and kill us good, probably to try and get something precious off of us. But as we're used to by now, this bundle, this combination of adventurers, magicians, heroes, and masters of kung fu was able to overcome the invisible stalker, and we caught our breath and continued our journey back to Northwind Gate. And that's where we left off last time. And I guess that's where our DM for tonight, Caro, is going to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. So, after this first rough part, where you finally managed to get through the labyrinth and out there, you're on your way back to Northwind Gate. You're quite tired. You weren't really happy with that last encounter that was there and was seemingly just after Hemlock. But you defeated that enemy that you couldn't see. And in the distance, you can already see the houses of Northwind Gate, and you also see that the day is slowly coming to an end. And one after one houses slowly starts to light up with light, and gives it like a really, really peaceful look. Like nothing can touch this town. It's like the safe haven for everyone that comes to it.
I mean, it's actually pretty good to look at that place again.
I'm not sure about you, but I'm gonna snuggle some dogs and then jump in a hot spring.
Oh, my puppies.
Yeah, definitely looking.
Time... Oh, sorry.
Fine.
It's been a week. We don't know how to talk.
But I'm looking forward to the, spa again and all. But I'm wondering why that thing that attacked us followed Hemlock exclusively. Do you think it knows about the orb?
Seems plausible.
I'm pretty sure it's just Hemlock's charming personality that attracted it. This whole time since that encounter with the invisible person, Sadri has just at random been like shooting little fireballs past Hemlock in random directions, like just in case.
Just trying to hit something there.
Well, that's one way to
really
help with your
paranoid
dancing,
about it.
Hemlock.
Sure. But, I mean, I don't think there's anyone who would just send something like that after me, but how would, if they were after the orbs, how would they know they are in my bag?
Yeah, that is a very good question. I am not sure yet. Maybe there is something that can track it, or I don't know.
There are scrying spells, but I don't know.
Be a locate object.
Locate object,
Oh.
yeah, that too.
Someone has seen
But-
us.
We
But
also don't know
those
how long
don't
this thing's been
work
tracking us.
In other planes.
Yeah. I mean, the orbs are on the back of holding, so
Or mine don't work in other planes anyway.
yeah. It's not that easy to track now, is it? But definitely that thing ran after Hemlock. Definitely.
Well, that thing's invisible. Who knows how long it's been tracking us? He
Yeah.
could have seen us put it in the bag and give it to Hemlock.
I
Maybe.
agree.
Well, wait,
But I-
that could mean that it might have been with us the entire time, and we didn't notice.
Oh, that is
Exactly.
so disgusting. Oh no, I hate it.
Just
Okay.
just imagine you're
Oh.
cuddling up for your sleep at night, just safe in your
Yeah.
bedroll.
Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna stop right there because I'm giving myself the heebie-jeebies.
We were in the dome. We were in the dome. They couldn't get in the dome.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
They
that's
could hear
true.
us.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
couldn't get in the dome.
That's
DM,
Mm-hmm.
can Athar recollect anything, now thinking back on the journey, any signs that someone might have been following them, like footprints or just like a weird, just, I know the whatever entity we fought was flying, so it
So-
wouldn't necessarily have footprints, but like thinking back.
Thinking back, so you can't recall anything in the near that where you will say, okay, that could have followed us. Like when you're thinking back, there in your direct surroundings there wasn't really something, but you can recall that there was this one random encounter, or strange encounter, better to say, where this dragon was flying off in the distance.
Yeah, I remember the dragon. It was kind of transparent,
Mhm.
like either an illusion or
Mhm.
something else.
And that it was just flight into the sky when you were about to enter the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you recall.
I'll make a note of it. I don't necessarily share this with the group because it doesn't make enough sense yet, but I'll write it on my sketchbook.
Also, thanks Izzy for the sub.
Oh,
Hey, Izzy.
welcome, Izzy.
Looking around, Rowan does a small hand gesture with his hand, and then his eyes flash a bright green and kind of looks around, casting see invisibility.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
You're casting
guess-
this, yeah. How
Yep.
long does this take?
See-
Or hold, per se?
see invisibility lasts for 1 hour,
Okay.
and it lets me see invisible creatures as if they're visible, and I can see into the ethereal plane.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm
Can
You're
just
you
gonna do
also
it.
see if someone's scrying on us?
I think so, because I can like see the little orbs
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It says in the scrying
like an
spell.
eye looking.
It says in the
Yeah.
scrying spell that if you have something that allows you to see invisibility, you can see the little orb of the scrying spell.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So after casting that, I'm just gonna do a little scan around.
At the moment, you don't see anything around
Nice.
you.
I'll just look to the rest and be like, I picked up some new tricks on our walk. I've been studying some spells that didn't seem too pertinent at the time, but now seem very pertinent. So
Can't hurt.
It's-
Fireball past Hemlock.
Hemlock's like back of the hair is still
See.
getting like consistently burnt.
Well, it's not. I'm not doing like.
I know.
Okay, I did use the word fireball, so that's very misleading. I'm not literally casting fireball over and over and over again. It's like the Fire Ganassi
Firebolt.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're trying to shoot past Hemlock. You're not intentionally
yeah,
trying
not-
to fire at him.
Just
Yeah.
at the back of his head, just continuously, just slapping him.
Satria!
Kind of chuckling to
I think
himself.
that would be a very exhausting travel for Hemlock if there's always a fireball right
Yeah,
behind.
but actually it's nice because every second you have like a glimpse of something warm, like, you know, at some point. It's like, oh, alright, okay, it's nice.
It's a snowball battle, but then Sadra is just fighting with fire.
Here we have the half glass full versus the half glass empty. So-
You just hear Rowan kind of chuckle as the firebolt goes past Hemlock and goes like, I've had this spell for a couple of days now, or a couple of hours now, but, you know, it's entertaining seeing you jump out of the way of the fireballs.
Oof.
They're not that close. You're fine.
Well, I mean, it's good for my training. I think Sager is just doing this so that I have some gymnastics.
Oh, it's definitely improved your dancing. I'm not negging that at all.
If you
Also good for target practice. It's not bad, yeah.
wait, let us get to those hot springs we talked about. And Hemlock just wanders off, muttering to himself.
Wait. We have to get the dogs first.
Yes, dogs.
Well, we need to get to the city first.
Yes.
Well, the city has the dogs.
True.
That's all I care about. I just want to see my dogs.
Can I find already like a path, like an actual made path
At this
to the...
point, you totally remember how to get back to the city without any problem, and it takes you around two more hours until you're finally there. You remember that you left the dogs in the Wanderer's Wand.
With Fadina, right? Fadina was the innkeeper.
Yeah. And you still have your rooms there. Bjorn made sure that they are still reserved for you.
That is so nice of him.
Very good.
Thank you, Bjorn.
We have an idea of how long we've been gone. Has it only been a couple days, or has it been like a couple?
So you needed around 3 days there. You needed around 3 days back. You were in there.
I think we slept
2 days?
twice. Yeah, I think we slept
We
twice.
slept twice.
Yeah.
So about
So-
somewhat more than a week, like.
Like a little bit over a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, if you say Bjorn paid or kept our rooms, did he also pay for our rooms, or is there like a
Yep.
tab waiting for us? Okay, good.
Oh,
Good,
perfect.
Good, nice.
No, he is like that guy who's they are gone. I make sure that the rooms are still there, but I need to pay for this in the end. Because there's nothing else to expect from him.
I trust him slightly more now.
Well, he doesn't know that we stuffed the bag of holding with as much gold as we could fit in there.
Yep.
But
That's true.
But
That
on
may
the
be
other
something.
side,
He did
he also said, yeah.
It was part of the deal to,
Yeah.
you know, get part of our payment from the.
Keep anything we
Which-
find except the orb, essentially.
It's not
Yeah.
his gold to give away, but you know.
And we're coming back to Northwind Gate in the evening, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. It's in the evening. You can directly go to the inn if you want.
Where are the dogs?
At the
You
inn.
left them at the inn.
Yeah.
that's where we're going.
Athar just walks up into the inn, kicks in the door. Where are the dogs?
Yeah. Where are my babies?
That's
We
not
don't even go to our rooms tonight. We go to wherever the dogs are and just literally puppy pile in. Just from the center of the puppy pile all night, you just see a random like fireball shooting out of the ceiling.
as I guess Afar kicks the door in.
Yes,
Or is he more like
only
they,
time
no.
that you've seen only time you've seen Athar like not be completely like, you know, calm and kind of like no, they're just where are the dogs? They kick in the door and then they calm down because obviously that's not a way to enter an establishment. So you had the snow out of the coat
I
and go ask where the
absolutely love
dogs are.
this because Thar was not like that the entire time we were on an adventure to go get like a reality bending, world ending orb. You were very calm. Yeah. But the
well,
dog,
I mean, I have priorities. So
Yeah, as you're stepping into the room with full force, are asking for the dogs. Like everyone who is in the guest room is just looking at you. Like, okay, who is this crazy person?
who enters like with a mask covering their face.
At you. So, and then amongst them you see Vadinas standing, like just serving a mug of ale to one of the patrons in there, and then she smiles up as she sees you, and the rest of the group comes up to you and basically like, "Oh, it's so good to see you again.
It's good to be back. How are you?"
"Oh, I'm totally fine. How are you? How was your journey?"
We
Very
are
cold.
alive. Yes, that also. Very cold.
it went exactly as expected. How are the dogs?
"Oh, the dogs are totally fine."
Where are they?
"Oh, just follow me. We give them a really, really nice place, and they are, well, they prefer actually more to sleep outside in the cold, but I think that's expected for them."
For huskies, yeah.
So, and she leads you to the backside of the inn. There are also some stables which are open at the moment so that the dogs can go in and out, but most of them are laying outside in the snow. And as they see you, they are already standing on their feet and running up to you, and you have like a large dog pile
I
around.
dive into the snow, like I face plant in the snow,
Yeah.
and then like turn around and just cuddle all the dogs.
Just go over them and just pet some slightly. Just, good boys and girls.
Yeah, you're getting your faces licked and everything, so it feels like as if they missed you so much, as if you were gone for years.
I feel like we were gone for years. I'm gonna sit and scruff Admiral Puffers behind his big fluffy ears and just be like, "All right, Admiral, report. How was everyone?" Excellent. I knew I could count on you. This is part 2 of the campaign. It's gonna be us playing with dogs.
While
Yeah, do you want to inspect the dogs if they are doing well and okay, if they have been fed and everything?
Yes, I
Yes,
definitely
obviously,
want to
we
do
make
that.
Well,
sure.
the Admiral just told me that everything's fine, so I'm not going to.
Okay, yeah, if you want, you can give me, I would say, either nature or medicine check to see how they are doing. This is up to you.
I will do that. I will do. What were the two options?
Either nature or medicine.
Oh, I'll do medicine.
Yeah, maybe you should do medicine.
Don't know.
I'm not great at that. I'll do it anyway.
What did you roll?
Great first roll of the new section. That's a total of 5 for medicine.
Mine's a
this
total
is-
of 20.
For Rowan, yeah, they are doing totally okay. There's nothing. They have all 4 legs. They have their ears. They have their muscles. Everything is fine. I thought you're watching a little bit more over them, looking how their fur looks and everything. It seems
Is it
like
shiny?
yeah, it's totally shiny. It's like they are looking very, very well.
Good boy. Boy, you did so good.
And Marina is just staying back at the door, smiling as he sees you as in the group and playing with the dogs and being happy about this all.
Did we?
I'm going to. Oh god dang it! Zoom, you're. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
I'm going to pull. I don't remember how much and what kind, but that we had in the bag. It's written somewhere. I know, but I'm gonna pull maybe I don't know, 5 gold out of the bag and hand it over to her as an extra thank you for taking good care of them.
I was about to ask if we actually paid Vadina before we left for taking care of the dogs. I'm not sure if we did.
I don't
Well,
remember.
actually, Bjorn said he will look after the dogs, and you were making sure that Vadina is also looking, if Bjorn is looking, to make extra sure that everything is fine. I don't remember that you paid her for doing that.
Cool.
It was basically just asking, hey, would you look?
So, Sadria, 5 gold, there's about 1,094 gold pieces in the bag of holding. So, I think we can give Vadina some coin.
Okay, yes, that makes sense. Whatever seems good to you. Please don't make Jenna do math.
I just posted all the monies split up evenly in the Discord chat for you all.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, I've just got notice that Afa tried to pay her, and she refused.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat, for reminding us.
Well, now,
I was trying to find it on my notes.
now she's getting money anyway, if she wants it or not. She took good care of our puppers.
That's true.
I just wanted to go to her and ask her if did you see anything weird? Maybe some, I don't know, weird looking shifty people in your tavern lately or something? Did somebody ask about us or?
Actually, not that I can recall.
All right.
Just saw that Bjorn got a little bit nervous since you didn't return a few days ago.
Yeah, I can see that. How is he anyway?
Well, he's rarely seen here. Most of the times it's he's going out in the morning, then he comes back in very late afternoon, nearly night. Get something to eat, something to drink, and then he's off into his room again. So,
all right, okay, sounds like it.
And always he has some books or some scrolls of paper with him. I don't know. It seems a little bit as if he's robbing out of the library.
Yeah, it does definitely sounds like him. Yeah. But he
Allyria,
has a lot of research to do anyway. It's fine.
Allyria, why don't you go and check up on Bjorn?
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
And that's excellent. And I go have a talk just with people in the tavern.
All right.
Is it busy at this time in the tavern?
Right now it's not that busy, but as you recall, in 1 or 2 hours it might be much more filled.
All right, let me ask it in a different way. If Hemlock would just go into the tavern now and start saying hey, you guys want to hear a cool story?
With 3 purple worms in it?
Would he be able to at least draw a bit of a crowd? Because what I'm thinking is just trying to get a few people to listen to our stories, and see if there's people who seem like they pay a bit too much attention to it. They're just a little bit too interested about what we're doing, and just try to figure out if we have any person of interest here.
Do you tell us about the plan?
If there is a way that I could tell my fellow party members this plan without just being out in the open and saying this, maybe take you guys to
while we are checking the dogs and being outside, you could just come over.
Yeah, Yeah, I would basically, if
Let
the
us
people
know,
are
yeah.
over at the dog pile, I would just go like, hey,
Dogs.
while I'm picking up one of the dogs and like cuddling him, I'm like, hey, here's the plan I have, and share this plan.
It's like a massive dog. you
I
know?
Yeah,
I
they're like
would-
Not
Malamutes.
strong.
I
You
will
can-
have
you
you
can
know
lift him.
that since my last level up, I have a strength of 19. So
Well, okay,
Hey.
yeah. Forget it.
I-
Lift that
never
dog.
mentioned
I
anything.
want to lift up that husky and
Yes.
just cuddle him while I explain the plan to the group.
Yes.
It's doing the thing when they're just like.
Hemlock, that's an excellent plan. We should investigate because I think we're definitely being followed and those people might be here already.
I could sit with you and keep an eye out.
That
If you
would
want.
actually be very much appreciated. When
I
I get
definitely
lost, when I get lost in my tales, I find it hard to pay a lot of attention.
That way you can concentrate.
Perfect.
Would it
That-
be? Would you prefer if we take turns holding the bag,
Ooh.
or do you want to always be the one who has it?
Oh, well, considering if there's even a slight chance that holding this back non-stop increases the chance that I will be murdered by air, I wouldn't mind handing it over once in a while to someone else.
We can rotate it.
Ju-
I mean,
ju-
especially if you're going to be trying to attract a lot of attention, right?
Right. Just be aware, all of our treasure is in here, so don't lose it. And I'm still looking for a name for my bag, so if you, while you hold it, come up with a good name, then please, share it.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I just hand over the bag over to Sadria, since she was the first one to ask, like, whoop, put it over there.
Sure.
I definitely think we should have a little bit of a buddy system while in town, at least for the person who is holding the bag, since that is definitely their target. Whoever this mysterious entity is that's sent an invisible creature after us. I know, Allyria, you want to go talk to Bjorn. I'll
Yep.
be happy to go with you.
Sure,
And-
you can.
Awesome. And Hemlock, you're going to entertain the crowds?
Yeah, and Athar wanted to be my eyes. And Sadra, I don't know what you're planning, but you're welcome to also join us in our little, well, evening of retelling our adventures.
Can't wait for.
I will do that, and I will. The whole time he's telling it, I will over dramatically and sarcastically be like, "Oh, it was so horrible.
It's so cold.
It was so scary. Oh no!" Like,
I love that the like badass Cedra is just like, oh please, save me.
Yeah, for the drama.
Falls
I
on
mean,
the couch.
So when you're telling the story, this will definitely attract people. And everyone who is watching can give me a perception check to see if there's some bad egg amongst the good ones.
Perception. It's very
16.
good that Athar is here as well, so...
It was just a
not a
16.
very good roll for my first roll of campaign part 2.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 4, so I got an 8.
I actually just rolled a natural 20 for a total of 21
Yes!
on my...
You're so inspired. You just like not only telling this amazing story, but like keeping tabs on everyone.
Yeah. And Cedra is just so into this wool, yeah. Oh, he's our hero. Think that she has not the time to look over everything. But right now at this time, it seems like everyone is genuinely interested in the story, and you see a lot of surprised and amazed faces, like, so, oh, they're really big heroes. They went in there and
If it
Yeah.
helps the story, I would also, just for a little bit of ambience lighting, I would cast dancing lights. So we have those extra dancing lights up, and like if it's okay, have the color of the light change to whatever scene in the story we are. So
Okay,
like
yeah, cool.
give it like a bit of a bluish glow when we're talking about how we wandered through these wastelands, and then give it a bit more threatening reddish glow when we get to the part where we fought Minotaur, Asok, and stuff like that, just to give it a little bit more
What
ambience.
color is the part with the cow that's, you know,
Oh, that's
falling
just
from the sky?
that just has like every little orb will just go through this rainbow color shift, as if you're going through this prismatic color effect, just to give it like this really bit random bit.
Yeah. If you want, you can give me a performance check with advantage.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna. Give
I will
that a
never
try.
forget Princess Moo.
Princess
She was beautiful.
Princess Brew.
Polar bears
Sorry.
enjoyed her quite a lot.
That
Yeah.
is, with advantage, I rolled a 12 and another natural 20 for a total of 27.
He's killing it today.
Nice.
That
Well,
die,
and
whichever die you're using, like keep it.
It's your snitch. It's your golden snitch.
I'm gonna stop rolling for the rest of the evening now. So
Well, you're telling the story, and you're absolutely in your element. Probably it's because you didn't had someone who you could tell many stories to in the last days, so you needed to get off everything that happened. And
We
there
were
are
just
some
like Hemlock. We were there. Yeah, that was yesterday.
And yeah, a lot of people are totally amazed, and you hear clapping and laughter and all the joy from them. And there, after you finish your story, there are even some coming like, "So, hey, would you tell that story again later? I will bring a friend."
absolutely, tell your friends, tell your family. Not sure how long I will be in town, but we can see what's possible.
I'll start a Twitch stream.
No, that's called astral projection in this game.
What's a Twitch? Hopefully I could get a hot cocoa from the bar.
Yeah, you definitely get this on the house.
What? No, I'm paying for it. Sorry.
Well, Dina doesn't take the money. She's like, "So, no, take this."
I very intensely insist. Like, I say nothing. You can just see like my eyes glint from behind the mask, and I just push the money.
She sighs a little bit and then takes the money.
How much is it actually?
It's just 5 copper.
That's not expensive.
No.
It's a hot chocolate. So did we see anybody who seemed a bit too interested? Although, given the great performance.
Yeah, like given the fact that Hemlock is like doing a very, very great performance, everyone seems a little bit too interested in the story. But there's no one where you would say, yeah, this one seems a bit off in the amongst in the wood crowd. Amongst ours.
I would, once I'm done telling the story, I would just sit down at a table central in the tavern and just chat with the people that come up. Just really be this approachable, talkative patron there.
Yeah.
And just have some friendly conversations with everyone who comes at my table. I'm having a good conversation. But I still want to, depending on how long we're going to stay here, I just want to keep an eye on people who stay here, who might be keeping their distance, who... just trying to take it all in. Also enjoying the fact that I have a crowd at this point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also keeping focused on that we're still carrying magical items and people might be trying to get them from us.
Okay. So yeah, there are a lot of people that are just coming up and offering some beer and something to eat. So that you're telling more stories, more details about what happened.
If I run out of real stories, I'm gonna make up stories. That's just gonna keep
as
keep
expected.
Exactly.
You had real stories?
Aha, that's the trick. You don't know which are the real ones.
Oh.
So, but some of you wanted to go look for Bjorn.
Yeah,
I mean,
Rowan
he might
yeah.
come back from the library and in the evening, so there might be still some time to enjoy yourselves.
Well, I'd first check his room anyway, and if
Okay.
he isn't there, then yeah.
Okay, you're checking
Yeah, I go
his
with her.
room and you're opening it slightly, and as you're looking in, it reminds you on your studying days, like years ago, where you were stuck in your own room with papers and sometimes learned with him, and it's like a mess. There are so many books in this room, stapled upon each other. Some of the towers look like as if they are falling down at any moment. So a lot of paper on the floor, on the table. It's like it's a mess.
When I look through all these papers, can I like maybe see something pointing into a direction of the next location of the orb, or like at what is he researching? You know.
Well, as you're looking through what he is reading, you see a lot of history books about the region, about the last centuries, about specific topics.
Wicked English.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, like a lot of different topics where he is just trying to get informations out of them that he can put together that are making actually sense together. So as you're looking through the papers, you see some of the papers are like scribbled over and over again, like with notes, and some are crumbled, some are just stained with ink and not readable at all at this point. And it's like, yeah, he tried to make notes and he couldn't read his own writing anymore.
That's
All
relatable.
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I turn to Rowan and say, okay, well, he isn't here, unfortunately. I guess we have to wait. I cannot make sense of any of those papers, unfortunately. Lots of
Yeah.
history. I don't know.
Yeah, he's really quite the bookworm, your friend Bjorn here.
No, yeah, definitely.
There is something I'm curious about, though. And I'll kind of like peek through his papers and see if there's any like communications with someone else, if he's like bouncing, if he's like trying to reach out to people he's known who may know a thing or two, essentially seeing if there's anyone who could possibly...
Give me an investigation check.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's not bad. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. What do you know? 22.
Well, okay, yeah. You're looking through this for all the piles, and then you see a small pile with some letters. Like, basically covered behind everything else. So, and you see some names scribbled upon them. And one with you seems to have like an exchange. So there are two letters from a person called Iron Hillstone.
Hillstone. Okay.
Iron as in the iron? Or
Like IRON?
I'm writing this in the chat. There you have it.
Big.
Ah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome. Iron Hillstone. So the letters between Iron Hillstone, I'll kind of look over to Allyria and be like, are you opposed to me kind of delving into his personal business?
Do I know the name?
Oh, yeah.
How old are you?
Like, good
Rude.
question. I say like, I don't know, 25.
It's the question.
Give me a history check.
All right.
Yeah, are tieflings in this universe have like a normal human lifespan, or
I think so.
I can never remember.
They have
That's an 17.
17. You recall this name? You're not sure if you have ever encountered this person, but you in your study days you definitely heard this name.
All right.
This person actually wrote a book, and it was about some specific legendary items.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I tell Rowan. Basically, yeah, I've heard about this name, but I don't really know who that is. All I know is like they're into, I don't know, magical items and stuff.
Seems reasonable to communicate with him.
Yeah. Do you think that's the person Bjorn wants to give the orbs to, maybe for safekeeping or whatever else?
I mean, maybe we could find out. And I just kind of wave the note back and forth and extend a claw.
I mean, I am not really comfortable with just going through his mail.
I mean, they are open.
Oh, they're open. All right.
Yeah, the seal is already broken.
Well then, finders keepers.
I mean, I think they could just easily, fall to the floor and just, the letter could just, just somehow get out of there. I mean, yeah, sure. Go have a look.
I just kind of casually.
The floor open. I
just kind of casually unfold it and drop it and go, oh no.
Yeah.
And
accidents can happen.
And I read the letter.
Okay.
Mostly just looking for if it's what I expect, like him asking for advice, if this is the person that he's planning on giving the orbs to.
Well, that's a letter that Orb received. Bjorn received.
Oh, that Bjorn
God damn it.
Oh, that Bjorn received. Then I'm definitely trying to get like a vibe from the wording and how he's writing Bjorn, if this guy is a little bit too interested in these orbs. Like that he wants them for himself.
Okay,
kind of thing.
So you're reading through this, and it's like the typical letter writing. Yeah, my old friend. Thanks for reaching out to me. I will look into this, but I can't promise that I can help you with this. But give me some time, and I will try my best. Then with the name Iron Hillstone.
All right. Pretty standard here. I fold him back up and put him back where I found him. Try to put everything back the way it was before I disrupted it. And...
Well, I don't you don't need to roll for this because given the fact how Bjorn is, he wouldn't even recall how the pile will look like.
True, it's already pretty much a mess.
Yeah.
So I just put it back in the general area so it looks like it's supposed to be where it is. And then go, well, I guess we just have to wait for our good little bookworm himself.
Yep, looks like it.
Might as well go get some hot chocolate and listen to some good stories while we wait.
Yeah, I'm curious if the others found out anything.
Indeed. I'm guessing my see invisibility is down at this point.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
already
cool.
it's down like over an hour ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then I turn to Allyria. Anything else you want to do here?
No, I think I'm done. Yeah.
All right. Head back downstairs.
Yep.
Okay, so you're all sitting together, and actually, since Hamlock is telling all the stories and everything, and everyone seems to enjoy the chocolate, at some point, Vadina will just bring you over some chocolate fondue with some fruits.
That's nice.
Take that. Very hospitable here in this little
what a service.
snowbarren town.
I thought you might like this after your long travel, so...
You can read minds, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people telling me this.
That's concerning.
You make a mental note out of that.
Wait a moment.
I am just smiling and nodding. Okay.
All right.
alright.
Vadina gets on the conspiracy board.
Is Vadina a dragon?
Is Vadina an anagram of ice dragon? We will never know.
Well, actually, no. But yeah, as you're enjoying yourself after some time, you're seeing the door open with a little bit more force than of the rest of the people, and you see a face that you know, but just covered by a half pile of books. And you hear some mumbling like, sorry, excuse me, sorry.
As if Bjorn is trying to like pass by, like sorry, Hemlock is just gonna point at him and as loud as possible say like, "Oh yes, and there he is, our epic quest giver, the man who put us on this great adventure. I have told you a lot about him already, but here you see him in the flesh. Bjorn, get over here."
He is so surprised by all this, by hearing his name and all this, that he drops half of the books.
Oh no. I'll go over and help him pick some up. I'll go over and I'll pick up the books I fell on the ground and then also just scoop the books from his hands and go, "My arms are a bit bigger than yours, friend. Let me help you. Come on over."
And the camera
You're
pans, it zooms in, and the hands touching, and the time slows down, and music plays.
Bjorn, I never knew.
Sandra is still in the background, like, oh, so romantic.
Well, this is a thing I didn't expect to be canon, but it may just become canon.
Things happen.
I'm so I had to.
Love it.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're an hour into part 2, and I'm really enjoying where this plot is going so far.
What plot?
Do I love Bjorn? We'll see at the end of the quest.
We're only just met.
Love at first sight. Wait, what?
So I lead my romantic interest over to the table.
Wow, okay, yeah.
And sit him down.
He's still totally struck by everything and like, okay. I'm still not believing that you're there, and then after he coughed himself again, it's like, so, oh my goodness, you're back. I was totally worried.
Yeah, it
You're
took
okay?
we're okay. It took
You
quite
look
a
really
while,
tired.
but
You already got something to drink? Something to eat?
yeah, we're fine.
We have chocolate, liquid chocolate. And Hemlock just puts his finger into the chocolate fondue and then so good.
I know your eyes are probably tired, Bjorn, but we do have a full table of food here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Which you're more than welcome to partake in. Here. Shove food towards him.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah.
He's still a little bit. You can still see his surprise in the face. So, how did it go?
Very well.
Oh, I knew you would make it there.
Did you?
Have you seen anything suspicious, by the way? I don't know, somewhere in the library, or do you feel like maybe you, I don't know, observed or being followed or anything?
What did I know? Why are you asking? Have you been followed?
Yeah. Definitely.
We had a bit of an invisible friend follow us along our way who turned out to not be too friendly. Once he found out we had a certain objective interest.
An invisible friend, like someone who followed you, or
a friend who attacked us. Also, I mean, not really a friend,
A
but
stalker of sorts.
Maybe this is not the place to discuss that. How about you, and I look at the rest of the party, you take Bjorn to his room, bring him up to speed, and I just continue entertaining these fine people here.
All right, we can do that.
And don't forget the bag. Just don't keep it unattended. Always keep at least one eye on it.
Grabs the bag.
Yes.
So as you're saying, like, yeah, bring him to his room and get him into everything. He looks a little bit sad to his food that he already needs to get up again.
But you can take it with you. It's fine. Just take it upstairs.
Yeah.
Then he looks at all the books, but then it's like, so, are you carrying them?
I'll carry them for you, Bjorn. Don't worry.
Thank you.
OTP!
I'm so sorry.
I scoop up the books.
Those are not.
Is the name for this ship? Is that Biowen, or what's the
Rorn?
Rorn? I think Rorn's it.
Wrong is fun.
Oh, and the ship is sailing.
Be careful.
I scoop up the books.
Okay, he takes a plate with him. So, and he turns to Allyria. So, you need to tell me everything that happens.
Yeah, and I just tell him the story about
Yeah.
the labyrinth, and then what we found, how we found the orb, and then the stalker. Yeah.
So,
Andrea interjects every once in a while with like rolling her eyes and going like, "It was so dumb," or like, "Why would you just leave that under a rock?" Or like, and then they just like there was this one random hallway. Like, who does that? Like, just complaining through the whole story.
So
Andrea's a hype man now. I've decided.
It seems like he's taking everything in and slowly, not every time, to just making sure for you that he is still listening. So, I mean, from a powerful labyrinth that is in fact magic, I can tell that I expected something, but not this. So this is interesting. Allyria, do you plan on writing this down? I think a lot of scholars are really interested in this.
Yeah, I suppose so. Definitely, and I will also remark when I write this down that the labyrinth was really
You should make a book
not
of
fun.
this.
Yeah, I suppose so. People should know it. Yeah, maybe they
Make a
can
lot of
visit
money
the
with it.
labyrinth for fun or whatever. I'm not sure.
So also,
Just turn it into a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't encourage other people to go there.
Unless they want a
dangerous at the
rigorous
least,
training
and-
routine.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a stroll in there. I mean,
also it's good that there's an end to that story about this paladin. Or always wondered what happened to them.
Oh, well, if you look over to our lovely Fire Genasi friend, you'll see a nice little ending to his story. He ended up doing what he wanted with a little help from us.
She's definitely still wearing the golden crown and has the giant sword. That hasn't come off just because we're in town.
I mean, she looks remarkable with this, with the new accessory.
Oh, aye, we're Gold Slayers now. That's our new title.
Oh, interesting.
Well, not yet, but we will be.
What I'm actually a bit more worried about is the fact that you've been followed.
yeah, definitely.
So, there is this one spell. What is its name? I can't remember anymore. But if you're telling or saying that there is this that you've been followed by a creature that is basically just invisible. It just means that someone might have set it onto your feet. And as I remember, it's rather powerful, so there must be someone behind us all.
Seeing him struggle with recollecting the spell, can I delve into my brain and see if I have any knowledge or past experiences with powerful spells of such nature?
So you can give me an Arcana intelligence check if you want.
That I can do. That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
For a
You know
total
every
of
spell.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah. You're just thinking for a second, and it's like, so. Ah, yeah. I remember. And you know that this is like a conjuration spell. And normally these kind of creatures are summoned by really high level casters. So it's not an easy spell, and they are most of the time summoned to retrieve some objects.
Okay.
My concern with this spell, which I don't know what it is that usually with invisibility, I've been doing magic for like just a couple years now, but from what I understand about invisibility, once you attack someone, you're not invisible anymore. So whatever this is, it's got to be totally different.
The creature was casting.
So
True.
the
Creature
thing
was
about
cast a spell of
this-
invisibility.
the thing about this thing is they are not just an invisibility spell. That's the easy one.
Well, it could be part of his nature.
But they are basically invisible.
Yeah.
They are just summoned to be like that, to follow people.
Interesting.
So I suppose we will meet more then, because that one failed in its mission.
It actually could be. You should be more careful about this.
Well, I know I've already adjusted some of my spells to help aid if we get stuck in that situation again.
That's pretty good. I see you're all very well-trained adventurers. I also never expected anything else from the Friends of Allyria. She was always rather careful with who she got friends with, and not.
Only with the
Yeah.
best of people.
Can I roll an insight on Bjorn and see like if he's being genuine or if he has some secondary plans? You know, like, oh great, you came back with the orb. Oh, you're being chased. What? Or just like has some hidden intentions. How?
Okay,
he
give me
could
Oh, like
roll
he's-
the
Side
spell,
check.
or-
Like he's faking being concerned and not knowing about us being stalked.
Yeah.
Hashtag trust Bjorn. God dang it. Why are we
I would like to make a
Fine.
similar insight
Try
check.
for my
Never.
man like that.
17.
At 17, he looks rather worried as you're saying that you have been followed and of everything that happens. Like a lot of things are going through his head.
I look over to Allyria and try to say it a little quieter and be like, you wouldn't happen to know if this Erin is a powerful spellcaster, would you?
Like I said, I just don't know too much about that person. Not sure, maybe it could be. I look over to Bjorn and just ask, okay, like, I remember the name Hillstone, Erin Hillstone, like, who was that again?
Well, it's a bit wondrous that you're just asking about his name all of a sudden.
Just kind of came into my head. Wasn't that someone with like knowledge about magical items or something?
Well, yeah, he is a really old friend of mine.
Right, yeah.
We had some problems years ago, like
Oh,
where we didn't wear on the same terms.
Oh, all right.
So, but it got better by now, and actually, if I've asked him if he has, he could provide us with any more informations about this.
Interesting. That seems like a good idea. I'm glad you reached out. How is he for magical capabilities? Just harmlessly asking.
Well, he is able to cast some magic, and some of the spells are quite impressive. But he
Is
rarely
he able
uses...
to, for example, cast the kind of spell that would send somebody who's like permanently invisible after us, so that he could take the orbs that you told him about? Just
That is more directly what I was
hypothetically.
insinuating.
I don't think he will ever do this. I'm not even sure if he can do this. Not even I can do this, but well, I'm also rather limited on this kind.
Well, maybe just something good to keep in the back of our minds. Maybe worth checking in on him later through various means, if we feel it's appropriate.
Oh, but before I forget, since you have done all the things in the Labyrinth, I'm really thankful for this. And he hands you over for everyone 100 gold pieces that he promised you.
Well, thank you.
Right.
So I also took my time to research some things that I found, some information that might be helpful on the wall.
Yeah, what is it?
So I've told you about the orb stones and that there might have been more. I mean, since you collected the second one, there's definitely this part is definitely true. So, and I came upon some old tellings that were hidden in the back of the library. Might not have been many people that have looked for them in the last years. But actually, there's a long time ago, long before our times, that there have been portals across of Wool far away that allowed people to travel freely from one place to another in between the planes. So, this is quite interesting, and I personally would have loved to be in these times, but well, unfortunately. Think about all the things that could be found in these different realms.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
That
Also,
would
no
be
need for
perfect.
long walks in the snow or whatever. Yeah, that would be
Oh,
great.
yeah,
True, you
totally.
can teleport wherever you want.
Yeah.
Did you find some way that these connected to the orbs, Bjorn?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is connected to them. Well, these portals were closed, better to say, because there were worries about all the increased political tensions, not only in Wolf-Valerie, but also on the other realms. And there were signs that a worm was about to happen. So they closed them, and they asked some spellcasters that were able to close the portals to create these orb stones to contain the magic of them.
Ah.
Actually, which is pretty interesting, and there are, for each orb stone there is another one, so that the two portals can be connected. So you need one on this plane and one in the other realm to open a portal.
Ah.
Interesting.
All right.
It's very good information to know, Bjorn.
Yeah.
Are the
So-
certain stones connected to, like, does the one that we have, one of the ones that we have, like, say Feywild on it, or like it just goes anywhere, or?
Well, there are some orbs that have actually names to them. So,
Right. I remember this. Like, there's
Yeah.
the promise, the pact, and what was the other one?
the pledge, that was the one that I
pledge.
already collected from the mines. So, and there are more orbs in the realm, and a few of them, like the one we have been rediscovered, and others are completely lost. So I also read that there are still some places in February where you can feel that there has been a portal long ago.
Will that happen to cause strange magical effects,
Yeah, like this.
such as like in a large, ever-expanding maze?
Yet now that you're mentioning this sounds like it's connected.
That's because the orb was used, or
Or because the orb was there, or it's the site of the old portal.
Right, it might be leaking.
Yeah, actually, I need to write this down. And he takes some paper and starts writing this down for his own researches on this.
Also, do you happen to know anything about like transparent dragons?
Transparent dragons?
Yeah, we have seen one.
Well, as you can recall, I'm not like a person for dragons. More for artifacts.
Did any of your readings correlate dragons with the orbs, or were dragons mentioned? We might have just seen a random dragon out in the wilds of the north here, but
I would say give me another day, and I could try find some things about. I think I saw a book about them, but he looks to the piles that he has. I need some time to find it again.
All right. Okay.
absolutely, I doubt you'll find any objection to us having to relax a few days.
Oh no,
in the town with
please
spas.
do. But before I forgot, I was not done with telling you where's the track. Because you found this orb in the labyrinth, that was actually hidden there by some adventurers, as I found out. They were enlisted to find secret places. So, as I recall, there were 4 adventurers, so one more than you are. And in one of the old legends, it's also written that where they actually placed these orbs. So it was no wonder that I found the pledge in the mines beneath Winterhold. But and that you found the promise in the labyrinth. The legend told it was set there by an elf. So, and there is another one in a grave in the silent woods, as it says.
In the woods. All right.
Yes. And there was a 4th member, which was a half-orc. And as I tried to gain more information about this, it's like there's nothing left of this, but... And as I asked about more legends about this, they just told me in the library, a few years ago there was a big fire, and that some of these might have been burned to ashes. Which is totally sad. They should take more care of their books.
Yeah, definitely.
They absolutely should. So we got a grave in the silent woods, a half-orc that's disappeared from existence, and what was the first one again?
Well, the pledge in the mines, that elf that placed a promise in the labyrinth. Then that one. What was it? I think it was a human that placed the pact in the Silent Woods. I'm not very sure. There are so many legends. Some are also telling this was a half-elf, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We are well accustomed to stories that slightly change with each telling.
Very, very not subtly turn and stare directly at Hemlock.
Well, he's
He's there.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Hemlock is not in the room, but
Yeah.
he feels.
We can just
Oh,
hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We can just hear him telling the purple worm story again.
Imagine
Purple
Floorboards.
dragon somehow.
Purple dragon.
the moment that Sadria says that, there's like this little cut to him down in the tavern making up another story, and then cutting back to the party.
But, well, that's all I could find about right now.
Is
I'm
the
sorry that
library here the only library that has the information on those adventures and those stories?
I think there might be also other libraries over the whole region that might have some of the legends. But the 7K library is the biggest of all of them, so I was expecting at least some.
Having a fire in a big library in the middle of a snowy area for exactly the information that we want is, suspect.
A bit coincidental.
I mean, a few years ago, I didn't even knew that I would research such a thing.
It's true.
But
I guess
maybe someone already knew about this.
And someone didn't want that information found.
Yeah.
Which makes sense if
I
a
were
group of...
going to do that, I would take the books I want out first and then burn the library down so that I could still have the info.
True. Well, I mean, since there was so much ash, they could have done
I
that.
love Bjorn's face when she says that is just like full disgust.
He is also like trying to make sense of this, how someone would know that they were researching this years after that accident happened in the library. So he's mumbling to himself something about time matching that could be used for this.
Like, now, Bjorn, don't go teleporting through time for us now. We kind of need you here to help continue giving us this valuable information that you've been gifting upon us. Is there anything else you found that you think could be pertinent to what we're doing?
Well, so far, I'm still waiting for the information that I asked Aaron about. So maybe that will be the last thing that places everything together.
All right.
But so far, I'm quite happy that I found so much about this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. This is fantastic. Kind of looks towards everyone. It's like, have you ever been to a spa? Bjorn.
Like, ever or in the last days?
Like ever. Or in the last days.
I mean, yeah, I have been to a spa, like, a long time ago.
But you can go now again with us. Why
That's
not?
a long time ago is far too long, Bjorn.
Yeah.
You got to give your eyes and body a rest. You've been working so hard.
Is this a
He looks down on himself and then like to
I don't think it's a date if we're all going.
I
I did invite
know.
everyone. I was like, hey, you want to go to the spa with my friends?
So yeah, he looks down on himself. and
Totally
on
with
Well, I mean,
everyone.
I'm going to the spa anyway. I mean, I can give you your space.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah, and then he looks on his ink-stained hands and like scratches himself on the back of his head like, well, if you insist.
I do.
Insight check.
On me?
I I'm joking.
And I just kind of
Why
get
are
up
we doing this?
Yeah.
and look towards everyone else and go like, well, our busybody Bjorn has some reading to do, and maybe we can convince him to come to the spa. But either way, I think I'm gonna go to the spa now and maybe save the poor ears of the denizens of the tavern below from another Hemlock story and take Hemlock with me. So
I'm for all of that. What my concern is our invisible friend, and she kind of looks around this room, and the giant stack of books with all the information that we have to find the other orbs sitting here all in one place.
I mean, I can lock the door. That's not a problem.
it's true. And
I have a key,
don't.
actually.
Sadly, I don't know any spells that could help protect the room anymore.
I don't know, but I think Regina is pretty perceptive. So
Maybe just take the important books with us. You know?
he looks to the books.
They're all important.
Oh, they're all important.
Like the
I
idea
mean,
of taking
Allyria
them
can
all to
basically
the
read
spa.
his mind.
I'm sorry. I'm just a simple sailor. Books are a bit beyond me currently. But
He's a wizard.
But he's also a simple sailor.
he didn't
I
learn.
love Rowan
ma-
so much.
Like I didn't learn magic through books. I learned it through practicality. I just recently learned how to transfer these spells over to my spell book. It's a bit maddening, to be honest. It makes me very tired and grumpy. But you know, yeah, helps the party, so I do it.
How far into the day are we, by the way? Is it like evening already? Or...
Yeah, it's evening.
It was like evening when we got here, right?
Oh.
Yeah, early evening, so it's already night.
Let's go for a
it's
nightly swim.
Okay, all right. If they're open, sure.
I have enough
Yeah,
money
open
to make them
24/7.
be open.
Well, we could buy the town.
We don't do that to retail and service workers. They deserve their rest too.
Right
It's
on.
true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
But I think that's the perfect time to take a break. Or what do
All
you
right.
think?
All right.
Yes.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Cat?
That natural break point.
A natural break point. Let's go to the spa break.
Great.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
So we'll be back at around 9:50 or something.
Yeah, 50 is
Yeah.
perfect, I think.
9:50.
50.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's stretch.
Oh, we can let the stream work, and Sarah does a small stretching practice with everyone.
Yeah.
Lead everyone through a
Yeah,
small,
roll
small
for
guided
show.
yoga section.
Yeah.
Right now.
You
Please
did this
no.
to yourself.
All right.
I'm not ready for this.
Now let's
I don't
go
want
to the break.
anybody hurting themselves because of me.
All right then.
No.
Stretch, drink, eat,
Take
cuddle
your
your
meds.
pets, and take your meds indeed.
Write your
Yeah.
fanfics of Bjorn and Rowan.
Ooh, especially.
Oh yeah, very important.
Especially, please, chat. Put your best ideas in chat. We're all open for it.
Is Bjorn a dwarf?
Bjorn is a dwarf.
Yeah.
I also have no idea how old he is, because dwarves can be real old.
Yeah.
Well, I can give you a picture of him.
Oh, please give me a picture of Bjorn.
It's really small,
also-
since I haven't don't have it available right now on
It's okay.
for the stream. So it's like there we go.
Oh, look at
that's
it.
a nice face.
Yeah.
Ah man,
It's
those
He's a much more
Cute
trusting
nose.
face than I gave him.
those
His beard is kind of like your mane. Like I could see it.
yeah. This matches. That
Oh, Kado, someone's saying on the chat that the characters in the plugin are the wrong characters.
yeah, the D&D
Oh
Beyond
yeah,
plugin.
that's from
Oh, weird.
I'm changing that. Sorry, that's
That's-
from the other campaign.
Oh no, it's just a sneak preview for the campaign tomorrow. Just get to meet
yeah,
the characters.
Meet the characters.
All right.
I'm thinking I might have to change some things in my character sheet if everyone can see it. I was not aware that.
Oh, yeah. we
I
can-
mean,
the
in your
whole character
character
sheet.
sheet
It's-
on
it's-
D&D Beyond, they can't look into your background and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So
It's
just
Yeah.
just the basics, like
Yeah.
health
like
and stuff.
stats.
Yeah.
Stats. I think I don't even
Okay.
think they can see like spell slots and stuff. I think they can just see. like-
yeah,
Okay.
they can see this, but they don't
Oh.
see the whole background thingy.
Nice.
So that's off. So they can see everything until traits,
Yeah.
and everything after this is
Yeah.
not
Nice.
visible.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Manga Ray, it's
Alright.
all scripted. We're not actually playing. We have everything prepared. You spoiled the 2PK definitely.
I was
Wait,
so
did you
looking
get-
forward switching to Goliath Barbarian. I am. All right.
Anyway, let's go.
Let's go on break. See you guys in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
We are back.
Hello.
Serial, show us what kind of fitting drink you got for this session. You got yourself a nice cup of
I have
hot
hot-
cocoa.
I feel so-
I have hot cocoa, and it's delicious.
That's called LARPing.
Yeah. If there are any chocolate companies out
Yeah.
there, we are still open for sponsorships.
I will review every kind of hot cocoa / hot chocolate thing you send. Like, I'm a fan. I drink it every day. And yes, I was jealous of Athar, so I decided to get myself,
Very
I'm
That's
so
good.
amazing.
jealous. I can't really eat so much sweets and drink.
One of the sponsors we have for the charity stream coming up on Sunday is Friday Afternoon Teas. Have you guys heard of them?
No, I haven't.
They do TTRPG tea blends, but the
Oh,
person
I have
who
heard of
started
them.
the shop has synesthesia, so
Oh,
she puts
cool.
the tea blends
Oh.
together based on her synesthesia.
Oh.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
And
That's
they've
awesome.
donated some of their TTRPG blends to our charity stream.
Nice.
Nice.
So you could enter that if you donate, and then shipping is included.
Is it worldwide
Mm.
shipping?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we're not allowed to do Quebec
yes.
because no one's allowed to do Quebec. But
Yeah, what's up with
Uh-huh.
Quebec?
What's up with that?
They have some extra tax thingies up there.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Quebec.
Which is also like extra
sorry,
tax
Quebec.
thingies inside of Canada.
Oh.
Yeah,
So there's some kind of special.
some kind of.
but
Oh.
you're not in Quebec, so if
The
you donate,
the,
you
the
can use a Friday
UK
tea.
the UK of Canada.
The UK.
Basically, yeah.
That's amazing.
And no one, even in Quebec, they don't know what's going on.
But yeah.
Let me have the cool stuff.
Yeah.
In case there are people from the UK or Quebec in chat, we do like you, and it's nice that you're
Oh,
here.
yes.
Yeah, it's
We
just
love
the
you,
laws
Quebec.
that we don't understand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Gabe.
We're frustrated.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Oh, flying fish.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Thanks for those who already subscribed and followed us. If you like our content and you haven't followed us yet, this is the chance for you. And if you like us more than just a follow, there's always the option to subscribe. If your content subscription is 20% off, or you're having Amazon Prime, where your subscription is free.
Free.
But you do need to renew it every month.
You do
Yeah.
manually.
Yep.
Also, I see all of you in YouTube watching. Subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, leave a like.
All that
Whatever.
fun
Thumbs
stuff.
up.
Another YouTube thing.
Tell
Am
your
I
friends,
doing it
tell your
right?
grandma.
Is this how you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Is this how you YouTube?
I don't know how to YouTube.
What is this you don't sing?
Yeah. If you want to be up to date with our informations, we have a Twitter account at Hoard. Why is this fucking thing in the overlay still way too big? I don't understand.
Oh,
Thanks,
the
Gabe, for
pop-up thing.
subscription. Yeah, I adjusted this, and it's still way too big, and I don't know why, and I'm getting crazy over this. I hate this. Well,
Thank
anyway,
you, Greg,
if
for
you
your
wanna
subscription.
It's okay. It's breathe. Breathe.
Well, anyway, if you want to stay up to date with information that we're giving out, we have a Twitter channel. It's at Hoard _of_ Tales. So we also have a Discord. You can find the button down under our video. Just click on it. You're landing on our Discord. We have a German and we have a chat, English-speaking chat. So we got you covered. No, rage is not my bonus action. It's ability that I can do every time.
That's the secret. Carol's always angry.
Natural ability.
It's
nerds.
boring without being angry. Yeah. Is there anything else? I guess. No. I don't think so. Yeah, like our things on YouTube. We're just a few followers left until we can change the URL, which will be cool.
Hey.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, that will be pretty useful.
Always such a satisfying milestone.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I guess this is just off back to the game, I think.
Yeah.
The new YouTube URL is going to be Rorn, the number 4, ever.
Gabe, the dogs are pretty good. I
They're
hear
alive and well.
I hear there is a secret dungeon and doggies one-shot planned.
Oh yes, we're doing it. It's gonna happen. I'm so excited already.
Somehow the group knows more than I do.
But yeah, the doggos got all the scritches. Well deserved
scritches.
Scritches.
And all the pets and all the snuggles.
If I have to, I'm gonna run it. If no one else is gonna run it, then
Then I could play.
it's thus
could play.
recorded.
Yes.
So it is thus recorded. But let's now just get into the game and.
The
So
current
we
meeting is
decided-
currently happening.
It was too late. The spa's closed right now. Is that what?
No,
we...
it's open
No.
24/7.
The
Okay.
spa is open 24/7.
Yeah. And
Except
I
for
In the
will
real
holidays.
world would be
I will-
really questionable.
I will join the spa activity definitely, but like only for like half an hour or something, because we got money, we found treasure in that labyrinth, and Allyria has a bit of a gambling addiction, so she will look for some kind of tavern where she will, I don't know, just she likes to play poker, so she will do that afterwards.
So if we do have some time before we would get to the spa, then I think we might want to split up at least the coins that we got from the the loot.
Yeah, Rowan already
Yeah.
told us in the chat, and I already took my
Okay,
part,
so
it's
just
fine.
just to quickly run down then for what everyone would get. Everyone gets 5 platinum pieces, 273 gold pieces, 195 silver pieces, and another whopping 208 copper pieces.
Plus the 100 we
Those-
each got from Bjorn.
Right,
just
and the
Yes.
100 that we each got from... Which I assume, since Hemlock was not with all of you in the room, I'm assuming one of you was so nice to take my share with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Rowan would have done that.
Oh, I have. I'm carrying the bag of holding anyway, so I'll put it in there.
Oh,
Cool.
nice. Yeah, perfect. And just never tell Hemlock about it so he can never actually get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
That's
you know...
exactly what I thought would do. So yes, that's what's going to happen.
It's like when you put on an old jacket and you find a $50 bill inside.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, where did that come from?
Right, all the dollar bills that you find, right, Marcus, in your home.
All of
The
them.
US.
It happens every time. It's so...
Yes,
In
that
the,
green
in the
paper
European
money.
US.
It's so weird.
So Spa?
Anyway,
So most of us go spa, but Allyria will dip out early to...
for mysterious
Gamble.
reasons.
For
Well, do
mysterious
you
reasons.
tell us?
Yeah, sure. I just get up when I get dressed and I say, well, see you tomorrow. I've got some games to play.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the rest of you is sitting in this bar, taking in the hot water, and you're getting soft drinks if you want. So everything is nice and chilly and cool.
I'm gonna be up to my nose in the hot water with like a glass of champagne just over the surface,
Mm-hmm.
just soaking the heat into my bones.
Do you still wear the crown in the
Yes.
spot? Yes. Yes.
Always. Also, it's so badass because it's the crown, but then it's like on fire because like it's on her hair. So it's just
Right. It's like a whole like what's his name? I can't think of it. Never mind.
we can English. It's fine. Athar will like take off the like several layers of clothing they wear, and you can see like they got ready for the spell, so they have some kind of like clothing, like swimsuit thing you can wear, and just underwear, and you can see the kind of very, very pale, slightly iridescent skin. You can't really tell, like every time you look at it, you're like, but that is kind of like what's happening, but this might be because of the water reflection. Is a bit hard to tell, but you can see where they've received some hits during these days that like they're slightly bruised, even though they're healed, and they didn't get cut much, so there's not many scars, but you can see parts of their body a bit more purpley blue looking, and so they just like go into the spa and basically stay very still, just.
So, and you're still keeping your mask on.
Yes,
Yeah.
mask is always on.
Yeah.
So it's mask and something similar to like underwear. That's it. Yeah.
Well, Bjorn will go into the water with just a towel around his hips and just sitting there and like, yeah.
What happened to my slow burn? This is going way too fast.
Oh, right.
Arrives in the Speedo.
Jenna, you killed Serial.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that is why I left early. I wanted to give them some space. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. I mean,
Okay. Please,
Well-
Rowan, don't arrive in a speedo. I can't
He doesn't.
handle this.
Rowan actually arrives
like,
in the
wha-
pants he wears all the time. Rowan doesn't really have a concept of like swimwear.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when he was swimming, it was because he was jumping off a boat into the water. So he just arrives like in his normal tattered pants that you see him in all the time. And he'll just like reside down into the water and kind of like seeing how beat up kind of everyone is at this point. He starts formulating new recipes for treats later on for the party to kind of like keep him up to snuff. But then Athar has been kind of an enigma to Rowan this entire time and really mysterious, and he's really been trying to figure out some stuff. So just kind of like examining like the sparkle iridescent kind of skin. Can I like a history or like nature? Like, have I seen anyone else with like this kind of skin before?
I would say this kind of skin is unknown to you. So like Athar is completely special in this kind of things. So Bjorn will see your questioning face as you're looking over to Athar, and he's also like scratching a little bit on his beard and like so. What I've always wondered since I've seen you first. Why do you actually wear this mask? If I can ask, I know there are people who are quite sensitive to questions like this.
Athar takes like 10 full seconds to like realize that they're being talked to. And finally look up and say, this has to do with the tradition of my monastery. We cover our faces to separate what we do from any kind of intention of personal means. It's just we are we heal people, and when there's no more healing to be done, we help people rest, and that's an action that should be done as merciless, like it shouldn't be a personal
Gain.
They're like really struggling to like find it's something very engraved deep inside them, and they have been doing this the whole life, but they never talk about it because it's just how it, like, it's what they've been brought up with, so it's like they've never had to explain it. It's just a thing they do. So no one individual should have to selfishly make the decisions we sometimes have to make, and so we try to detach our individual from the job we do, and so covering our face makes us more of a messenger than a person.
So like a collective in a way, like not the only, not like the individual is just doing this, but like everyone who believes in this thing.
Well, our mission is bigger than ourselves, so this is a way to detach our individuality from what we do.
Oh, interesting. Never heard about this.
Oh, it's a very selfless act. Are you okay with being part of a grand story of adventurers possibly saving the world? Because after this, your name might be pretty big if Hemlock's stories kick off.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided how comfortable I am with it yet. We've talked about it before. I know we've mentioned destiny. It's a hard conversation because I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't know what I want from it. I don't know if I'm in favor or against it. But we still do important things. I do not care so much about my name being on them, but as long as what we're doing is good, then it's in line with what I was taught to do. So regardless of like how unorthodox this might be or how different from what other members of my monastery are doing, we are all in our own way doing very meaningful things. So yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are just looking for their means in life. Well, I think that at some point you will come across this.
Well, I don't know if I want to. But
Sometimes
I guess
the destination isn't as exciting as the journey.
I think you're very right. Yeah.
Athar, is everyone at your monastery like you?
What do you mean?
Do you mean all
Like-
shiny?
Yeah, like you're all glowy. And Sadria, who's also in a bathing suit, but like an actual real bathing suit because she's from the coast.
Right, because you have one.
I have one. Is covered in these ember freckles, and they like glow on her because she's fire genasi. She's like, I know why I glow, but I've never seen anybody glow like you.
I don't have. I haven't got like internal glow like you do. Like in a dark room, I could probably see you, right? I don't think you can see. I think I don't get light reflected in a way. But no, I've never met anyone like this. I'm just like this.
Are you human? Are you elven?
You know what you are.
Well, my ears are not elven, so.
I've never seen your ears.
That's true.
Oh, they just like brush away their hair, like locks of curly hair that they have, and they're just like normal round ears.
Well,
Human
they're
ears.
not pointy, so there is just a few options left. But I guess you're not halfling since you're a little bit too tall for this.
And they're definitely not a dwarf.
Oh, definitely.
My parents are human, but sometimes that
Interesting.
doesn't have much to do with the descendants. So, and you see them like kind of the words slow down and get like quieter and quieter, and they like kind of dissociate. Like you see them, they stop looking at you, even though they don't like hold their gaze when they talk to people often. Like it often just like goes around when they're talking to someone instead of what's it called, like
Focusing on.
holding your
Mm.
holding eye contact,
Yeah.
making
Mm.
eye contact.
Yeah.
But they like kind of just look into the water and they're like spaced out, not in a bad way, just like they forgot they were talking to people, and they're like kind of lost in their own thoughts, and you see them kind of murmuring like they sometimes do when they're like sketching or something.
Hemlock has been observing this, and he's like sitting on the edge of the spa of the pool, has like his arms on the edge of it, and he looks at Athar and says, "Athar, I'm gonna be really honest. I can't understand how you. I have a really hard time understanding the idea of not wanting to be in these stories, right? I mean, I as a person, one of my goals is to be in every story everyone tells, but the way that you speak about this mask, how it disconnects your deeds from the individual, that's a fascinating concept. I will admit that I'm maybe not smart enough to fully understand it, but it is fascinating."
Adria kind of turns to Hemlock and goes, "It's not a matter of being smart. It's a matter of being in a position where you decide if someone lives or dies."
True. I guess it's a little bit of a shield as well, because I'm sure not everyone succeeds in your monastery. So it could be a shield from shame as well as praise. That
You
way.
see Athar kind of like especially when Sadria says, "Yeah, sometimes you need to make tough decisions." Like they just sigh in kind of like recognition. Well, failure is always possible because as much as one can learn, there's always things that overtake and surpass our knowledge. We study very hard to try and have as many chances as possible. But the hardest, failure is difficult. But we don't hide behind our masks. People know we work with them closely. If we're taking care of their loved one, they can always talk to us. We're very open with them. They know, and if we fail, we we will talk with them and tell them if we usually, like, I've never done anything wrong, in the sense that well, I've done many things wrong, but regarding what we do, my profession, I've never had to regret or be. I've never made the wrong choice regarding how to treat somebody and causing their. I've never killed someone on accident.
That's
that's-
very specific, I guess.
That's not the hard part. The hard part is when you have to kill someone on purpose. And it takes years to get ready for it, and you never really get over it. It's always hard. But we're trained to do it, so we do it.
Well, it seems as if your monastery has quite some heavy burdens to carry, both good and bad. I can't say that I've been through some hells of my own, but I can't say I've ever had to decide if someone lives or dies, quite really. I'm not jealous of the weight you carry, but it is good to know that we have someone with us who has never accidentally killed someone. That gives great prospects for the rest of our journey.
Well, our aim is to heal, always. And sometimes death is the only way to heal somebody, if they're beyond any other repair.
Bjorn leans a little bit to Rowan and kind of hides his words behind a hand as he mumbles, "It seems like your friend needs a hug, but I think I'm not the right person for this."
You may be right. He just looks towards everyone and goes, "Well, group hug!" And he dives forward, like doing a big wave of water throughout the spa, and just as many people as he can grab with his like big old arms. Just
Sadria's just like holding her champagne glass way higher so the water doesn't get in it. And she's like squished.
Bjorn is half put underwater, like.
Bjorn, are you not wearing anything under that towel of yours?
That is very tense, but they like lean into the hug and like their muscles relax a little once like everyone is around them. But they're not used to physical contact and they're worried to move. So they just wait.
Well, and Rowan like loosens the arms like, well, as long as you're with us, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be having to make any of those heavy decisions on your own. So maybe take some reprieve in that.
And from what I've been seeing so far, I think if you have to make those decisions, we can trust you that you make the right choices.
Absolutely. Like, if I get possessed and, like, I'm a horrible person, like, just make it quick, you know? Hypothetical. Don't think about it too much.
Right. Listen, it's not my first time going out of the monastery. It's not my first time having a mission to complete. It's not my first time making hard decisions. I didn't want to worry you. This is what we do. I can do it. I'm okay. I trained for this.
Thank you for sharing this with us. I think this is good to know.
Sure. Was it appropriate? Was it too much? I don't know if I shared too much.
No,
Sadria's just shh. Don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, spas are made for deep conversations and also turning your brain off completely. So
Exactly.
I feel like we've had our deep conversation, and I think it's time we let our brains turn off for a bit. I mean, if we can. I don't want to go. We are still being stalked by invisible stalkers, so maybe not entirely.
But let's just. Oh, I thought we were. I thought we were done with that. Say, any of you know where Allyria precisely went?
She said she was going to play some games.
Games.
Bjorn, you're used to around here. Where does one play games? You also know Allyria. Do you know what she means by games?
Well, she had. When we got to know each other, she had quite a good hand with cards.
Cards.
Yeah, I saw her playing once, and it was interesting to say at least. I would never play against her. Because I think I would lose everything. But, well...
Oh, she's a gambler.
At this grade, I wouldn't call it gambling anymore.
Well.
Oh, should we be worried about that? How much gold does she had on herself?
Well,
I mean, from what Bjorn's making it sound like, we maybe have to worry for the inn she's in.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, her money is her own, but we probably shouldn't leave her by herself if we have invisible assassins around. Not for too
Right,
long,
the whole
anyway.
buddy system. We
Oh.
really fell apart with that, didn't we?
Hemlock just like climbs out of the pool, like, and just runs to get dressed.
Okay, small scene change. Allyria,
Oh,
you can... how do you want to play?
I bluff a lot.
Okay, so then I need deception checks from
All
you.
right.
For the Bull Knight, you can give me 3 checks. I guess
Alright.
that's enough.
Okay. Let's do this. Where is my deception? Oh, there. All right. Gotta find it. Oh, okay. That is a 27.
What?
That's a 20. I mean, she is good at gambling, you guys. And that
Roll
is
for gambling.
a net 20. So, yeah, that's
Oh my
28.
God.
Yeah.
She's getting the greens.
Yeah,
Allyria
she
owns a
play-
spa now.
Yeah, everyone who even dares to play with or against her is like basically rubbed out at this point.
Hell yeah.
So she has a pretty good night and can gain, with all the luck she has, around 150 gold more.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
That's a good chunk of gold from a small town.
Yes.
You've ruined them.
Putting all of Northwind Gate into debt. That's what we're here for.
You see like 20 sad
Yes.
people walking the walk of shame home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like, ah,
Like
no.
no clothes, just with the barrel. Like
Very heroically putting them into debt. It's fine. Yeah, and
trudging
Allyria
their
just
way.
walks out of that gambling hole happy as can be. Like, it's, yeah. She
You
has had
have
a
more
good
than
night.
enough money.
So good.
So wait, if we would actually had bought the spa here, we could first have people pay to enter the spa, and then get them into games with Allyria, so we can get even more money off of them. Now, backup plan for if adventuring doesn't work out. So
Yeah, maybe if... I think it's more of a morally grey area.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
think-
she likes games quite a lot, so so when most of the times people are very willing to play against her. She's a very charming person, that for sure.
Definitely, I wouldn't have expected her to be a cutthroat gambler.
I
that
get
being
the
dead,
feeling there's a lot about her we don't know.
True, she did incinerate 2 things in that maze to cinder, including a giant living skeleton of a minotaur, which was rather intimidating. In a place where magic didn't work, after all.
She
Well,
can be
I
very
did notice
scary.
that.
Bjorn's eyes just go like far off, look in the distance.
Yeah, yeah, like he's remembering something from the past. It's like,
I never got that back.
I think Rowan would just like chill in the spa for until he's good and soaked, and then inevitably make his way back to the room to completely pass out from this ridiculously long journey that we just been on.
When Rowan mentioned the buddy system, Hemlock just got out of the tub and got dressed and tries to find where Allyria is. I would assume, since Hemlock not really knows the place, knows the city, would he have any idea where to look if he would want to look where Allyria would be playing any games?
so
Is there a casino with like
there
neon
are
lights?
few bars to say where people are mostly going there for gambling and playing games and stuff like this. So this is hopefully a tourist city where people can relax, do what they like, spending money, a lot of stuff. But also, like with all the academies that are there, and there are also like a lot of students and things there. So this is kind of mixed. So you will, after that, what you hear, you're pretty sure that it might be the best place to look where a lot of broken people coming out.
Oh,
That's good.
saddest face.
Yeah, I just look for the saddest faces in the street.
Yeah, and I would say give me a investigation check as you're walking around the streets.
Time to pay off those natural 20s from today.
Got this.
Investigation. That's a natural 1. So that is a total of 3.
Oops.
Everything's in balance once again.
Yup. I just walk into the wrong illegal poker game.
Yeah, you do. You're ending up in a very suspicious bar where a lot of strange people are sitting in there, like they are looking kinda shady.
Apologies for disturbing this fine establishment. I am looking for an acquaintance. She's about this tall, has horns, and she's really good at card games.
You see there a bunch of gnomes sitting there,
Cool.
having cards in their hands, some coins on the table, looking up at you. Some of them look really rough. Like, yeah, they had seen shit in their lives.
Rough
And
looking
they dealt
gnomes.
with it.
Yes.
So they're sitting there, and a female gnome looks up at you like, "No, but if you're coming here, I guess you're willing to play, aren't you?"
Well, I have to admit, I'm very sorry, but, I have many passions and very many talents, but I'm afraid I have not played this game before.
Oh, don't worry, we will show you.
I look around the room. I'm imagining it's a bit of a darker room, just
Yeah.
the light over the table and cards and coins between them.
Mm-hmm.
You said they're all gnomes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I carefully approach the table. I look at the table, could I identify what kind of game they're playing? Would I know the game they're playing? Hemlock is not big on gambling. In that regard, he would be the opposite of Allyria. Like, he has never gambled before in his life.
So it's a card game that they are playing at the moment. So what you're seeing goes in the direction of poker, like this.
Mm-hmm.
So and it seems like they are playing with a lot of money.
Hemlock has a lot of money.
So as you're looking
Happened
over the
to the
table,
buddy
you can
system.
you could see that there are several hundred gold coins on the table.
I carefully sit down at the table, like in between the two friendliest looking gnomes, and I'm just gonna put my hands on the table, look at them, and then just wait, and then say, deal. Try to sound as convincing and as bluffing as possible.
So you're getting a bunch of cards, and then make your bet. You need to pay at least 100.
Just 100.
Who are these people? Like, are they nobles in Northwind Gate? Like,
They're smarmy gnomes.
100.
Are any of them invisible?
My
No, I'm not there. I'm only going to consider.
my breakfast is more expensive than 100. And
You can
I
always bet more.
that
if
is
you
how
want.
you. That is how you English. My breakfast is more than 100.
look, Hemlock is intimidated by a bunch of shady gnomes. This is not good. I'm gonna bet 100. Basically, the coins that we got from Björn.
Okay.
Just gonna put that on the table. And I look at my
Okay.
cards.
Okay, they are playing, and what is your kind of game style?
Yeah, just for the people in the chat, Sadria does have the orbs right now. He cannot bet and lose.
I cannot bet them. I
We
cannot
can't.
make this terrible mistake.
Good.
I was reading along with chat and was like, nope, can't do that.
That
You were smart enough.
to
Imagine.
get the orbs back by
My-
some shady gnomes.
My play style is... Hemlock is a bit nervous at this point, but he's trying to play it cool. So while he's playing, he's trying to distract people by just talking and keeps talking. Like, he's just asking questions to the people at the table, tries to get to know them, really puts up the charm and friendliness, and tries to be a little bit distracting that way.
Okay, give me a performance check to see if you can get a little bit advantage in this game.
Alrighty.
Nice.
That
them
is
feel
a
bad that they're ripping
total
them off.
of 22.
Okay. So I would say for the rule game, this is also a game about where a lot of bluffing is going on, so that other people believe you. So you can go for like deception, but you can also go for persuasion to be like, so yeah, but this is like, but this are my if you want to be on the truthful side. So depending on how you play, if you're like the person who is always like, so yeah, I'm more the person who is telling the truth, or more bluffs.
I would actually go for persuasion. More in the way that he's really trying to convince and play up the fact that he's really settling into this game and getting comfortable with it, while he's really not getting comfortable with it.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna roll for persuasion.
Yep, and with the advantage you're getting from your performance, you're adding your proficiency bonus to this. If you're not proficient, or
I am proficient and actually have expertise in persuasion.
okay,
so
then you're just getting a +2 on top of it.
cool. That was a 3, but I have a +10, which is a 13, and I got another +2, so that's a 15.
Okay, let's
Obnoxious.
see if you can beat them.
Ah!
Beat them, beat them.
Okay, they see through you, like
No.
clearly.
No. No.
And with that, you're losing the first round.
No, there go my 100 gold.
Mm.
And like, I'm a good loser. I just go like, oh, that was a good play. Here, have these coins. But it was very nice getting to know all of you. But I think I should be looking for my friend, you know, about this tall, horns, very cheerful person, way better at this game. So, and he carefully, like, tries to get up from the table if the gnomes allow him to go.
They are staring at you.
Oh. I suffer their stares and slowly get up and, like, while keeping an eye on them, I try to, like, walking backwards, get back to the door from which I came.
Yeah, all the cowards run away.
Oh, it's all a matter of interpretation, now, isn't it? You won, I lost, everyone got something, in a way, and, I wish all of you a good evening. You were such fine company. Ah, Northwind Gate, what a city. And I go out of the door.
Okay.
And
It was such a pleasure to get ripped by you.
yes, exactly.
New subplot. We have to now also escape the gnome underground mob.
Mafia.
Yeah. Once Hemlock is outside and safe distance from that establishment, he just goes like, and continues to search for Allyria.
Mm-hmm. In the
Never
end,
forget a face, you see.
Wait, weren't there also gnomes running some of the item shops here? Wasn't there, or was that the other town?
Oh, it's all connected now.
It's all connected. It's the gnomes. The gnomes are the dragon. The dragon is just a bunch of gnomes in a dragon suit.
Didn't you remember that it was like the same person in every shop?
Yes!
I bet
Yeah.
they're just using their like quadruplet scam to like get everyone's money.
And now they got my money as well.
Yeah. Damn.
Those knobs.
Well, I
Never
mean,
trust
they
them.
probably deserve it after Allyria like completely bankrupts them. So
Oh, well,
I don't want the
probably.
city to fall.
I mean, I lost these 100 gold pieces. Allyria is currently owning real estate here. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that spa.
There.
Yeah.
Well, have a look as you're walking around to find her. In the end, you find her walking out of one of the bars where she played in, with like a large sack of money in her hand.
Allyria, there you are.
Hi, Hemlock. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just, taking a stroll around the city, and I figured,
That's
hey,
nice.
you were out on your own, and we had this whole buddy system thing
All
going
right,
on.
the buddy system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I'm sorry.
I-
Right.
I came
forgot about that.
and immediately found you. What a coincidence! This is how
Yeah.
these things happen.
Great.
Did you
Totally.
did you have a good evening?
Oh, it was a success, I can say.
Oh,
It was
now?
fun, definitely.
Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. Like, say, I had a good evening as well. I made some new friends. The gnomes in this
Oh.
town are very friendly. Yes, they totally
Yeah,
are.
sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Really. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for looking for me, I suppose. Was everything all right with the others?
Oh, I think they're still over at the spa. We're having
Ah.
Sadria's enjoying champagne. We had some good conversations. There's this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but there's also like, you know, the way that Rowan looks at Bjorn. I don't know what's going on there, but
Yeah, I noticed something too, like when he, just picked up all the books and like I think their hands kind of touched each other or something. I don't know, I'm not sure. Really.
Ugh.
Yeah.
it's in one of those novels that my sister loved to read. Like just like one of those scenes. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, we have to observe that. Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
How about we just go back to them or to the tavern? I don't know what your plans were. I mean, you're free to go wherever you want.
Well, I mean, no. Just after such and successful evening, I just want to go sleep now. That's fine.
Good.
No need to gamble anymore.
Say out of pure interest, like how much did you win?
Was it like over 100 gold pieces?
Oh, that's good. That's really good. It's good that you won that much. That's just good to know. Very
All
good. Right, let's go and sleep. And
Okay.
Hemlock just walks away.
Yeah. So we're going back to the inn. Yeah.
Well, Bjorn will accompany Afar and Sadra in the end back to the inn.
Rowan, I guess.
Rowan left after a while.
I would have
as
got
well?
up and left when everyone else
Yeah.
did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just meant
Cool.
that like I would have just like lounged in until everyone was ready to go.
Okay.
Before
Yeah.
we leave, Sadria is going to turn to Rowan and be like, all right, hold on. And she's going to just heat up her hands and basically, like, blow dry him so he goes like... so he's not a wet cat out in the snow.
Well, this is quite a different from when I prestidigitate myself. It's kind of fluffier, has more volume. I like it.
I thought just like from the back, just slowly just
You see Zephyr just pops out of one of the corners, also puffed up.
baby.
Nice.
Like, oh, I wondered where you went. Hello.
Zephyr will forever be like those drawings that we showed in the Discord.
And then I
If you want to
guess
see the drawings, join our Discord. Okay.
And I think we just all head back to the inn, yeah?
Yeah. Bjorn is by now really sleepy. He nearly fell asleep in the spa. So he is just walking behind you.
Bjorn, don't fall too far behind. We can't lose our note taker. Our bookworm, sorry.
Don't worry, I just need some time.
So he's falling behind a little bit, and Sadria is going to kind of murmur to Athara and Rowan, yeah, he looks really intimidating, you know, very capable of protecting three orbs, I think. Look at him. As he's like kind of sleepily padding behind us.
Well, I mean, that's fair. But I guess that's why he hired us. And to be fair, he hasn't really held on to any of the orbs since he's been with us. He's kind of just given that job to us. Which,
Is it a job you want for the rest of your life?
There's worse jobs. I was on a boat with like 15 other people that I couldn't get away from for a long time. So at least there's like space here.
I was kind of like that at the temple for a while. Because if you try and leave the temple when the Stormlord doesn't want you to, he strikes you with lightning.
The Stormlord really just seems like an asshole. I'm sorry. He's destroying towns and smitten people who leave a building. Like, come on now. I've left plenty of buildings in my time.
Yeah, don't be
We
sorry.
just did moments ago.
That's facts. He's the worst. I hate him. And now that we mention it, I'm really interested in finding out if these orbs could do something about that.
Well, from what it sounds like they're like gate stones almost. Like the magical power that is trapped inside them can open a portal. I don't know if it can. I'm sure someone with a maniacal enough mind could turn that into a weapon in some way, but we might be able to
No, it
use them
doesn't
to
need to be a
get to your
weapon,
god,
but-
and then we could kill him ourselves, or try to. That seems intimidating.
And Sadria kind of like rolls her shoulders back and she's like, I've been thinking about it anyway.
Well, that is why you're the one who hits things. With your
heard
new...
often of gods intervening in such a prevalent way, in such a possessive way either. Have you heard of other people, other followers, apart from your temple, other followers of the Storm Lord, if they have a similar experience?
Everyone I've talked to has had about the same. But from what I understand, not every deity is a crap sack. Just this particular one.
Oh yeah, I've heard great tales of other deities that are quite kind to their followers. We had this fella back on the boat who practiced. He was always quite happy, sang songs all the time to his god in praise and holy something or other. It got kind of annoying, but I mean, it made him happy. So we kind of let him do it. But he seemed pleased, and sometimes he'd pray for a sunny day during a storm and we'd get one. So seems like not all gods are absolutely horrible. Maybe his god is angry with the storm god, and that's why he got rid of all the storms. Maybe we can convince him to help us kill the storm god. This all seems quite far ahead, though, seeing as we're currently on a different mission.
Yeah. I can't make anything sunny. I can make it stormy, though. And I can strike other people with lightning now.
I can too. Oh, you can. It's really fascinating, isn't it?
It is. The interesting part about striking other people with lightning is that I'm still not immune to it.
That is kind of annoying, isn't it?
Are you?
Oh, no. It hurts a lot.
It makes it sound like Rowan has struck himself a couple of times on an accident.
Spells take practice.
When I first woke up at the temple, I tried to just go home. And I did not get very far before everything went black and sizzly. And then I woke
that's
back
lightning.
up at the temple.
Yep, that black and sizzling. Yep. That's lightning for you.
Yeah, you only try that a couple times before you stop trying.
Well, it looks as if you've managed to find your way out now. And if luck
If I
keeps
tried to leave right now and go back home, it would probably happen again.
Well, maybe with your new powerful sword and shiny crown and 3 magical orb stones that do who knows what, maybe we can handle that situation in the future at some point. Maybe.
I mean, my
What do you think,
schedule's
Bjorn?
free.
And it looks, I was like, what do you think, Bjorn? And
What? I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
We're talking
Are
about
you-
killing gods.
Bjorn was walking and snoring at the same time.
Yeah, basically, he just following the noises. Well, if you intend to kill gods in the later day, please don't count me into this adventure.
Oh no, you are our designated bookworm. You would stay in the library and learn all the things we need to know about the god, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, sure.
Perfect. Knew we could count on you.
Let me think about this before. I mean, at the moment there are other things that are quite
Pressing.
yeah, a little bit higher on the priority list, I would say.
True. You did pay us to do a job. Do you have a... I know you're doing some more research tomorrow, but do you have any idea what we're going to be doing next? Or is that what you're trying to find out? Do we need to go collect this other orb?
I mean, the thing is, we actually knew where the third orb is, and keeping it somewhere else and safer. I mean, if I already found the place where it was stored to keep it safe, then others might find as well, so it might be better to place it somewhere else. But this is a topic for tomorrow, I guess. It's pretty late, and
True. You're hardly making it back to the inn. I mean, I'd offer to carry you, but I will admit that I'm a bit weak. And you're a stoutly strong dwarf fellow.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anyone to carry me, to be fair, so it's also like... The last time someone did this to me, I was still a little kid.
Oh, well, I mean, next time we're around Hemlock or someone, maybe he can give you a lift. Oh, no.
He kind of doesn't know what to say to this.
Rowan just
Who does?
Rowan just gives a really like a smirk, knowing that he's now messing with Bjorn, a very sleepy Bjorn, and just kind of spins on his heel and keeps walking forward and kind of sends Zephyr out to loop back around and just kind of tail Bjorn to make sure that he doesn't fall asleep in the snow on the way back to the inn.
Yeah.
What's my strength? And it's not that high. Okay.
Well, as you said everything about carrying, so you saw from the light from the buildings, his face going a little bit red.
Perfect.
Not like my face. Look at this. What is this?
Right.
This is just surreal. I love it.
And we meander back to the inn.
You're making it back to the end, and that's where we ended for tonight.
Oh.
I expected a lot of things tonight, but I did not expect this. I am
didn't either.
in for this. Oh,
This is
The
great.
romance.
oh.
Yeah.
Drama.
That's great. Yes.
Oh boy.
More of
Everything
that.
I could have asked for in book 2.
Ah.
That was a perfect opening for the
that
second
was so
season,
good.
so to speak.
Man.
My
Yeah.
That
god.
was so good.
I got robbed by gnomes. Woo.
Well, I mean, you gambled. You didn't get
Yeah,
robbed.
no,
I
I
mean, you
didn't
can tell Allyria she's gonna give it back. She's gonna gamble it back for
Yeah.
you. It's gonna be fine.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Illyria will go in and just wipe that place clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's true.
no one has to know.
And then we'll have the gnome mafia after us.
Your pride.
This
But the
is
fun thing is, I totally made it up that Allyria is actually pro in this, and then she rolled so damn well.
Yeah, I am very proficient in card gaming. I mean,
Yeah. I was hoping when you
Oh.
said like, oh, you can make that persuasion roll, it was like, yes, expertise, plus 10 in there, I'm gonna win this, and then there's a 3 on the die. But, well, that's how this game works.
The D&D
And I
gods
wished
know
so
all.
much for that.
Oh, I like the image of like this tall hemlock sitting at a table with all these gnomes looking at him, like these scruffy gnomes, just, oh, beautiful.
Great.
And you got finally more knowledge on this wolf thing.
Yeah, we got there's some good lore dumps there.
There was this.
That was
there-
awesome.
There was this good thing now about that. I mean, Hemlock wasn't there, but these things that there's basically twin orbs to each orb, if I understood that
Yeah,
correctly.
that's an interesting thing.
So that's good for us to keep in mind. That there's basically a buddy orb to every orb. That's
Yeah, that
The
is.
orbs do the buddy system better than we do.
yes, they do.
But apparently those orbs are in their respective realms, because it has to be able to make the link to the realm.
But what if
from what we know.
What if they are no longer in their respective realms? What if someone took them from there?
Maybe the person who sent the invisible stalker after us.
Which I am still utterly convinced was the innkeeper Vadina. So you can change my mind on that. It
Drop
makes-
your theories in the chat, in the comments, in the everything.
Yes, do you also have an interesting theory? Tweet us. Join us on our Discord. Join us on our Discord and we can think together about the conspiracies.
Put it on the YouTube
I think
comments if you're watching on
Allyria is
YouTube.
evil, and the invisible person is like her friend or twin or.
I wish,
Partner.
but yeah, alright.
It's all a giant ruse.
Also nice to have some just conversations among the PCs. Nice,
Yeah,
nice little
that's
bathtub conversations with everyone.
It's always a
Among-
good spot.
A
Yeah.
bathtub conversation among friends.
Exactly, as one does. So,
Oh, the best conversations ever happened in like spas and everything.
Mhm.
Like in every D&D round.
exactly,
That's the best place to have conversations in.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
without a doubt.
Oh, this was fun.
Oh yeah,
It
there's
was.
so much intrigue. I want to
gonna-
know what we're gonna do next. Like,
go-
there's another orb to go to. There's like,
Yeah, we
there's
really
like so much stuff.
we have to send Bjorn back to the library to do a little bit more investigation, and then we're off to that next orb. It's
Yeah. I'm also I thought it's still not fine with collecting the 3 orbs without knowing where they're going to put it. Like, what are we doing with them? Are we just protecting them forever? Like, what's happening?
I mean, if we can get Allyria to win like 5,000 gold, I can get that fancy chest, and we can put it in the fancy
That's
chest.
true.
That's true.
Yeah.
so we're
Didn't
just
we
agree.
agree it wasn't that good of an idea?
It's a good idea. I just
So-
didn't have any of the stuff
Oh,
required.
okay.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the spell itself had like there was a small percentage chance that it would
Yeah.
pop back into existence.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
right.
that. You had
Never
to, like,
mind, it was a bad
do it.
idea.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
I remember we gave up on it for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
there were
it
a
needs
lot
a
of
lot
reasons.
of money to make it in the first place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then it's hidden for 60 days and then it can pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah,
I think
Is
this
it
is
all-
just me wanting that spell to be good so bad, but it's really just not great.
Yeah.
It's only a 4th level spell. What do you want?
and thanks again, chat, for joining us today. With
Yeah, chat was
Yeah,
super
thank
active.
you.
Thank you.
with some good puns, some
Thank
nice
you.
conversations, some good ideas shared.
Mhm.
That was fun. Thank you for hanging out with us.
It was really good.
And thanks to Gabe who subscribed to us.
Exactly.
Thank you. And
Yes,
thank you, Izzy, for
thank you,
subscribing.
Gabe.
Izzy also resubscribed, of course, and
Yeah.
nice for it. And thanks to everyone else who's also here, just making us having a good time here.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yes.
joining
Thank
us
you.
on our
Really
tale.
We hope you're enjoying it as much as we're enjoying playing.
And if you maybe missed out a part of the session, you can catch it, review it here on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. We're also uploading them to our YouTube channel. Which
This
we-
takes a little bit of time.
Takes a little bit of time, but
because-
But
Yeah.
I believe all of the episodes of first season are there.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
about
not the last
fifth.
one,
Yeah, but the rest.
but the
is there.
first 4 are there. So
Yeah.
you can catch up
Plenty
on
of hours.
season 1.
Plenty of hours to fill your time. with.
exactly. And then also don't forget to subscribe on YouTube to us.
You have to say it differently.
Oh.
Hit that subscribe button. Violate that bell. You know, that's
Smash
kind of
that
stuff.
bell.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
it's that's
how
the
you
point
do it.
where our YouTube person needs to cut everything so that we are all looking in different scenes while we're
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Thank you. And if you want to stay up to date to our latest news, just subscribe on Twitter, be our follower, and there you get like the cool stuff. And if you want to get to know the group better on
The cool
Excuse me.
Zephyr.
How did Zephyr get over to you?
Zephyr wants you to
Yeah,
follow
what
us
the
on
heck?
Twitter. He's not tweeting there himself, but follow us on Twitter.
I feel
Food.
betrayed.
Come into our Discord. We have a really small, friendly community with. I'm
English
getting
At
so
least
distracted
memes.
by this.
It's just memes. It's all memes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's all
come for the
memes.
dank memes.
Yeah. And maybe for a chance to play with us
Yeah.
someday.
You never know.
Yeah.
Will you be part of the Doggo one shot?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Woof.
Awesome.
I hear
Thank you,
this
Kara,
coming.
for running and putting all this together for us.
Thanks for being
Awesome.
here.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, everybody. Take care. Be kind.
Wait, we're rating. Check these
Oh
out
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
before I
go
find
anywhere yet.
gates.
We're rating our friends from the British island.
Yep.
Ooh.
And,
That's
Across
a
the
good
pond
rate.
for us.
Mm.
and we will be back next week. Same time, same place. And with some more adventure.
Yeah. We love you. Goodbye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye everyone.
Right.